What is up, guys? Today I'm going to be showing you my settings. Yeah, and I'll give you my setup just so you can play exactly like me if you want to. But 120 FPS mode is on, 105 brightness, user interface contrast 101 times. Try note, make sure it's all the way to 10. Motion blur off. User interface have you gotta make it off. Show FPS on. Report performance stats disabled. You don't want this on, okay? Music 0 if you want to be a content creator at all. Main volume 100. Music lobby, all of this, you can see it yourself. Sound 3D headphones on. Subtitles on, medium, white, none, medium. Alright. Visualize sound effects on. You need to make this on because that's what shows you like the footsteps and stuff. It's like also some tips for beginners, you know. Licensed audio mute if you want to be a content creator. Voice chat, everybody. Voice reporting, always on. Voice chat method, open mic. So you don't have to press a specific button to like do call outs. Voice chat notifications on. Text chat, friends and teammates, or you could just do everybody. Text reporting always on. Filter mature language off. Like, who needs that? I forgot to turn that off. Filter PII on. Matchmaking region. I recommend NA East, but it differs on where, like, what state you live in, you know, like what city of the state. Just search up what's the best Fortnite server for your city or state. Or like neighborhood, I don't know. Toggle sprint off. Auto open doors, you want that off. So for like if you have like a door in between somebody and you want to like piece them with it, kind of. Mantle activation, hold jump. Hurdle activation, press jump. Hold to swap pickup. You want this on so you don't get like a random other item in your inventory. Toggle targeting off. And then mark danger when targeting off. Auto pick up weapons, you want that off because it gets very annoying. You don't need this setting. Preferred item slots. Loadout slot 1, shotgun. I'll get over what keybinds I have soon. Loadout slot 2, AR. Loadout slot 3, consumable. 4, sniper/bow. 5, SMG. Alright. And then auto sort consumables. You don't want this on. Alright. Reset building choice off. Turbo building on. Simple edit off. Do not enable this or you're like freaking the weirdest person in the world. Contextual chips. I just butchered that. On. Yeah. For new players, keep them on if you're a new player. Invert fighter controls off. Turbo delete in creative mode on. Tap to search/interact on. Low input latency mode off. But the thing is, if you have 120 FPS mode, you know, then you can't do it. But minimum field of view, you want 70, max 100. Synchronize my emotes to jam tracks on. Press my emote to music. You don't need that. Just on. Record replays on. Record large scene replays on. Record creative replays on. Energy saving. Activate sleep mode after never. Okay. Game UI. Reticle on. Unless you somehow have a custom crosshair. Reticle ammo indicator on. Show spread first person on, recoil first person on, pull reticle on, damage numbers, cumulative. I used to have it on list. Keep it on list. And reticle damage feedback, hit only. And damage number scale, 100. HUD scale, 100. Spectator count on. Show quick bar buttons on. Player health on. Resources on. Minimap on. Quick bar on. Target info on. Pick up loot stream on. Map and backpack keys on. Elimination feed on. Net debug stats on. Because this shows you your ping, okay? So you want this on. Quest progress on, control prompts on, creative runtime performance, stats, yeah. I recommend off, but I mean, you can do it if you want, it doesn't really hurt. Hold up. Tooltips, I don't know what that is, I don't recommend putting it on. Now, invert mouse view, you want this off. Invert aircraft mouse controls, off. X-axis sensitivity, 27.8. You want these both, 27.8. Targeting sensitivity, these two, targeting and scope, 36.0. Building sensitivity, 250. Editing, 275. Or, like, I recommend 280, actually, because it's better. First person mode, just keep it at 100. Zoom scaling, standard. But, you know what, I'm actually going to put this back to 275, because, actually, no. I'm going to try 280. Not 275. Okay. Sorry. Lock input method as mouse. You want that off. And then use custom diagonals. I mean, off, but you can put it on if you want. Mouse sensitivity multiplier for aircraft steering. You don't need this. Like, okay, this stuff, you don't need it. Tanks aren't even in the game anymore. Now for the keybinds. You got move forward. WASD, right? Force walk toggle. Don't want anything there. Nothing there either. Crouch, tap, slide, hold. Control. Sprint, shift. Auto run equals or numlock. Jump, space. Fire, left click. Target, right click. Reload. MB5. If your mouse has side buttons, like, where's the camera? Like this. Put that on, because I'm going to be giving you mine. You know, my equipment. Pickaxe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, X. That's not all for pickaxe, but you know, you can see. Pickaxe is 1, weapon slot 1, 2, you know. Use, so like, pick up, middle mouse button right here. So like in between your left and right click. Alright, now for the, toggle weapon canting, H. Toggle scope mode, caps. You don't need it though. I recommend just turning that off though. Crouch while building, tap / slide, hold, control, okay. Wall, Q, floor, C, stairs, V, and roof, F. So roof is cone. And then you want your trap to be B. Place building, left click. Repair / upgrade. You don't need that. Rotate building, R. Change building material. Right click, But I do recommend using MB4, so this. That setting randomly got reversed, I don't know why. Building edit, E. Crouch, control. Select building edit, you know, the left mouse click. And then reset, right. Toggle text chat, enter. You want, this is enter. Enter right here. Place marker, Y. Enemy marker, G. Push to talk, T. Squad requests, F4. You don't really need that, but chat, enter. Emote, Alt. So that would be right next to your Windows button. Locker emote slot 1. I didn't set that. You don't need this. And toggle pickaxe. You don't need this. Slot up. You go down. Slot down. You go up. Switch quick bar. You don't need that. Toggle inventory. I recommend using tab. Trap equip picker 3. You don't need that. You could just use all your traps. Previous picker wheel. Down. Next picker wheel. Up. Cursor mode. Alt. Toggle map M. But you don't need cursor mode on. Map is M. Quests, you don't need that. DBNO carry, F. DBNO place. So it's like carry a knocked player or place a knocked player. Object carry / side grade, F. Object place, F. You don't need Falcon Scout or any of these. Alright. Controller settings, I just have default on. Controller mapping, I'm doing keyboard, so, you know. Also, can receive gifts on. Friend invite permission, anybody. And then, can receive gifts on. Sync your friends list on, if you're on console. Party joinability, you want invite only, so nobody can just join. See confrontational emotes from anybody. Then public game stats on. And hide your display name, no. Like, unless you want it on, then we'll just do anonymous 3625 or whatever. Show season level and feed on. Allow personalization of experience recommendations on. Can't turn this on or off. Allow personalization of islands. Recommendations. I don't know. Off. Hidden matchmaking delay 0 seconds. And then Fortnite credits. You don't need to see those, but those were my settings. Now let's go over my equipment. So I have a Z Edge, I forgot if it was a specific thing, 280 hertz monitor. Got Razer Huntsman mini keyboard. Razer Cobra Pro mouse. And Xbox Series S Kraken Vader mouse pad. And yeah. That's it. Whatever this is, webcam. I don't know the brand. But, yep. Hopefully this helps you. See you in the next video. Bye.